Do you sometimes feel stressed, anxious, maybe even depressed? Do you notice yourself constantly seeking and chasing but never seeming to arrive? You're not alone. And I've felt this so many times throughout my journey and I couldn't make sense of it. I'm Kamil Ravin, and in this video I'll be sharing why inner peace is actually simple and not this elusive thing that it might seem to be, and make sure to watch till the end if you really want to understand this. For most of my life, I used to believe that inner peace was only reserved for monks and those who seemed to discover some secret to the universe that was really complex. Looking back on this, I find it kind of funny because it was never complicated. What if I told you that inner peace is actually innate? To be at peace is our natural state. You might think, what are you on about? If it was our natural state, then why wouldn't we feel it all the time? Great question. This analogy will describe it well. If I approached a garden pond and grabbed a stick and just started stirring up the water, what would happen? The water would become cloudy, and if I kept stirring the stick, that water would never settle. However, once I remove the stick, with time, that cloudy water will eventually settle. Gravity will kick in. Our mind is similar. It's always working to return us to a clear state, but we interfere with that process by continuously interfering with our thoughts. The more that we interfere, overthink, analyze, and engage with whatever thoughts we're having, the more it delays that process of returning to a clear state. This is why sometimes you might get upset and then moments later forget why you were even upset. That's a typical example of your mind's natural buoyancy kicking in. We have that bounce back a lot quicker when we're kids, and that's why they don't tend to dwell on things. They simply move on, but as we get older, we start to hold on more. But it's the holding on that takes us away from being in that state of peace. Is this starting to click? We are born with peace being our nature. It's innate in us. It's not reserved for a select few. It's for every human being on the planet. One of my previous mentors once said to me, quit the search and you will find what you're looking for. It is the search that leads us astray because it creates the illusion that peace is not here right now. This is why the majority of humanity goes searching for peace everywhere else but within themselves. Their mind has convinced them that peace is somewhere else. In relationships, in money, in alcohol, in the TV. Can you relate to that? But this is a misunderstanding. As soon as we stop mentally searching outside ourselves, that peace emerges from within because it has always been there. And this is why it's so simple, but the mind makes it complicated. Let's come back to this simplicity. Be here now, be present, and see that peace is your nature. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so please leave a comment below. Share what you found helpful, and if you found value in this, give this a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. I love you all.